My next guests today that I'd like to welcome to the show are Gill and Maureen Meredith. Thank you so much for coming to see us today. I really appreciate it because you ladies have a fascinating story to tell in terms of where you are today and what you do, but also because before the show you brought in an absolute treasure trove of photographs. And I love it at home when we're looking through the old sort of the family archives and the photos that we've got of this person and that person. And I'm only a bit gutted that I could only pick out 3, but I really wanted us to have a chat about a few of them. And this one in particular, if you could tell me who this amazing lady was.
Well, this is our great-great-aunt. Her name was Rachel Powell, and she was the matron of the Fever Hospital in the Warwick Road. And it's not where the old Nethrop Hospital used to be. It was behind that. It could have been where the Pines were. And she actually died through nursing one of the patients there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she gave her life for the cause.
Yes, literally. And I think this photograph's dated, would you say, about 1890-ish, roughly. And her family, her sister, who was our great-grandmother, that was Anne Powell, and they lived up in the old Nethrop. The Nethrop would have been a village in those days there. And she was the matron there of the Fever Hospital.
She was the matron as well.
Matron, yes, she was the matron.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, she does look a very stern and commanding lady, but clearly has had a heart to match all of her abilities as well.
Yes.
To do that, and so your family has been in the area for
on our mother's side, centuries.
On mum's side,
born and bred. Yes. Long time.
It's incredible. It really is. And this second photo, I really love this. It captures the moment. I think it's incredible how you can even sort of read the stacked up boxes in the background for delivery to some shop, and it actually says some food products carefully printed on the box. Perhaps you can tell us a little bit about this one and where it was taken.
Yes, this is Mum walking in the high street in Banbury, and I think the little dog was something to do with her behind, I don't know. But it's fascinating when I think that's where the high street just bends round a little bit. And she would have been about 9, do you think? Then? 9
or 10.
Would that be then?
About 1935, 36.
1935, yes. And no, it's amazing. When you walk down High Street now, you often look back and you think all the members of our family who've walked down here.
Have walked those lanes and and trodden those steps. So, and then of course, sort of moving forward, we move into colour photography. So we do get there, and actually, it's a picture that you're in. And this is a picture of when you were.
This is because I taught at St Mary's School on the Southam Road for 24 and a half years, and this photograph is taken back about mid-1980s. And what I thought was interesting about it, the old Horser block there at the back, that's all demolished now, and they've got a new school building there, and also the building next door, that was a unit. And that wasn't actually anything to do with St Mary's School, it was for older teenagers, I think. But all of that's demolished now, they've got the new building there, and of course you go through, and somewhere at the back here I think is Hilliers, isn't it?
Yes.
Garden Centre. And of course, going back in those days, you could go across the car park and into the precinct through the subway. And of course, that's completely changed now with all the road and everything. But yes,
going back years, about where St Mary's is, if you just went past there, you could go through a caravan site. And you wouldn't believe this, you were out into the countryside then.
Really?
And we used to go through then down by the river and be fishing and picnics.
Wow.
And actually,
long time ago.
Our grandmother, she was pupil went to St Mary's School as well.
So she was a pupil at the school, and then you taught
there
at the school.
Yes.
And this is one of the things that I find that is so fascinating, because you've both worked in education for a really long time, but you travelled that road in one particular direction, and then you made a huge change. And you changed from teaching within the state system to running your own business. And can you tell me a bit about that and sort of how that happened and what you do now?
Would you start us off, because it was your
Yes, it was we lived in Great Portland at the time, And although we've been doing the business now for nearly 20 years, it was some years before that, wasn't it? And I was upstairs in my bedroom, and I remember I walked down the stairs, and this is true, I was halfway down the stairs, and it was just a flash of an idea came into my mind. You could set up your own business called the 3 R's, because people have been saying we've got to get back to the 3 R's for ages. And I remember I got downstairs and I said to Mum, "Oh, I've had an idea." And she said, "Oh, well, you know, if you think it will work." But it was some years after that before we started it.
And what was it that really sort of crystallised that for you, that this is the way that you wanted to go?
Well, you say
Well,
you
both of us, we could see what was happening in teaching. It changed. Take that photograph, for example, back in the 80s. It was very enjoyable then, wasn't it?
Lovely
It was
then.
fun
You could
and
really go in, full
get
of
the results.
enthusiasm.
We could see the way it was going. It became more and more stressful, more and more paperwork, and I think that pushed us. We're going to do it.
Yes.
So in 1997.
And also we would have always preferred to be our own bosses, but it's a job. You can't teach properly unless you're feeling really enthusiastic and excited about the whole thing.
So if you're working till midnight every night doing paperwork and all over the weekend, I just don't see how you can have the zing to do the job, really.
The joie de
But
vivre.
we love what we do,
We
don't we?
love it, really love it. We get a real buzz during our lesson.
So who do you work with?
Just us two.
So,
Yeah.
and who do you work with in terms of the children? So what sort of
We
ages
take
and what do you
children
offer?
from age from 6 to 14.
Uh-huh.
We don't have any more than 8 between the two of us, and it's English and maths.
It must make a tremendous difference working in small groups.
Oh, it does.
It's very, very rewarding. You see the results, and the children gain a lot of confidence. And we enjoy
We
what we
get
do.
so much feedback from parents saying, "Oh, you know, he was struggling in maths, and now he's come out top of the class, and we can see the change in him in the confidence." It's really rewarding.
And actually, I know the two of you are too nice to mention it yourselves, but I'm quite happily to blow your trumpet for you. I happen to know that it was only a couple of weeks ago that you were stopped, just not far from here at all, by a lady who said that not only had her child passed the exam that you'd been helping them to study for, but that they had also gained a scholarship
That's right.
for that as well. To hear that sort of testimony, that sort of testament to your skills and your passion, it must be terribly rewarding.
It's very rewarding
Oh, that
indeed.
was really exciting, and
Yeah.
and to have it was twice in the space of half an hour.
Wow.
Just walking back through the marketplace and through the precinct.
So I think it just shows that that if you really have a passion for something, and then you have that opportunity to share that passion, that there's no limit as to where it can take you and what you can do.
That's right. Yeah.
And certainly from the sounds of it, as of two of Banbury's custodians of the past, but I think also of the future with the children that you're helping and that you're teaching as well.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So if there are any parents watching today who would like to know a little bit more about what you do, how's the best way to get in touch with you?
We have a website and also a Facebook page. A telephone number.
Yes. What's your website?
It's www.the3rs-tuition.co.uk.
Fantastic.
And they have to write the word 3, not do the number.
Okay.
And so we've got a Facebook page and telephone number.
Do you want the telephone number as well?
Oh, you can give the telephone number as well. Absolutely.
01295. Now let's see if I can get this
Yes,
right.
get the number right.
275304.
Wonderful. That's great. Oh, well, thank you very much for coming in, and thank you for sharing your stories.